Today, we will try to understand the thought process of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam through his quotations. His first quote and most famous quote is, "You have to dream before your dreams can come true." There are two ways to live life. One option is that our reality defines our future. For example, your current reality is at this level today. Your parents have achieved this much. If you only think about what is possible, then you will never achieve anything extraordinary. But if we want that our future is completely different from the present and the past, then it needs dreams. It needs imagination. Let that imagination drive you. Not your needs or your compulsions drive you. And what is special about imagination? You have complete control over how far you can think. You can imagine how far you can. It has nothing to do with your reality. It is possible that you are from such a background where that imagination is not matching far and wide. And who is the biggest example of that? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. First, coming out of such a small village and becoming such a big scientist, and after that also becoming the president of this country, he is still an ideal for millions and crores of students. If the background from which he came, the reality of his future was decided on that basis, then he would never have achieved even 1% of what he achieved. But whatever he achieved, he did it on the basis of his dreams. And if you observe his life carefully, then he has never been that I have to get this. I have to get that. I have to get that because this dream makes you a beggar. His dream has always been that I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. The actual identity of a person is not determined by how much he has received. If it were, then who would receive the most in life? A beggar. He just keeps on receiving throughout his life. So what is the actual identity of a person? It is determined by what he is given. If you observe his life carefully, you will note that he has lived a very simple life. His life was very simple and down to earth. His life's mission was to find ways to contribute, to inspire the next generation, to ignite the spark that exists in every child. That was the mission of his entire life. How was such a life possible? On the basis of dreams, on the basis of imagining the future as he wanted? In fact, the biggest difference between animals and humans is this. Animals are driven by their needs, their compulsions, and their hunger. But the real meaning of being human is that your needs do not drive you, your thoughts do not drive you, your dreams do not drive you, and your imagination does not drive you. You imagine the future for yourself as you want it, and then you create that future. That is the power of being human. That is why it is said that you have to dream before your dreams can come true. Here, more than 90% of people do not fail in life because they think big and cannot achieve it. They fail because they think small and achieve it. In other words, they do not have dreams. People just want to get by. They do not want to achieve anything great. They do not want to make a difference in the world. They just want to live a comfortable life. But that is not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to make a difference in the world. People fail not because they had big dreams and they didn't come true. People fail because they didn't have any dreams in the first place. The next quote is, "Man needs his difficulties because they are necessary to enjoy success." The depth of this quotation can only be understood by someone who has actually achieved great success in life and has also seen great failures. Here, it is being said that only a person who has ever been thirsty can understand the importance of water. Only a person who has experienced hunger can understand the importance of food. A person who has been pampered with all the delicacies of food since childhood has been given much more than he ever needed. Will he appreciate the value of food? But if you give a piece of stale bread to a person who has been starving for 2 days, what will be its value for him? Only that person can understand it. In the same way, only a person who has achieved success after great difficulty can understand the meaning of success. A person whose father has achieved success and has reached a certain level and has handed over the reins to his son will never understand the meaning of success. In fact, only a person who has achieved success after great difficulty and has been through a lot of pain will be able to enjoy success deeply and for a longer time. You can put it this way, who can really enjoy the feeling of an air conditioner? Only a person who has experienced the heat. So don't be afraid of difficulties. Don't think of difficulties as your enemies. Difficulties are actually your friends. Because the more difficulties you face, the more failures you see, the more you will enjoy success when you achieve it. It is very easy to defeat someone, but it is very hard to win someone. Defeating someone is easy, whether it is physical or verbal. It is very easy to break someone. Defeat means to break. It is very difficult to win someone. It is very difficult to win someone's heart, to win someone, to make them your friend, to make them your own, to make them one with you, because it requires a quality that is found in very few people. What is that quality? Patience is needed. Just like it is easy to break a plant in your house. Just grab it and pull it out by the roots and throw it away. But how difficult is it to raise it? You have to water it every day, take care of it. If it is getting insects, you have to put manure. You have to give it proper sunlight, not too much or too little. It takes so much effort. Taking care of that plant is so difficult. Just as plants have to be maintained, so do relationships. It is very easy to end any relationship, but it is very difficult to understand it, to understand its point of view. And the funny thing is that our entire education system is all about defeating someone, not winning someone. It is not even discussed. Whenever someone says that I have topped, what does it mean? That I have left everyone behind. Look, I've got this medal, a gold medal. Why? Because I came first in the race. What does it mean? I have defeated everyone else. So our training is going on, conditioning is happening since childhood. The kind of atmosphere around us, the kind of education system we have, the kind of conversations we have at home, the kind of comparisons we make, even siblings are not spared. They fight each other and say that, see, your sister is so good in studies. You are such a failure. You are so useless. So what is being done? Competition is being created, and one is trying to leave the other behind. Everyone around is thinking about defeating someone else. So this is running in our own colors. What is needed to break someone is running in our veins. So the question arises that what qualities should we have to connect someone, to connect with someone, and to connect someone with us, to make someone our own? It will have to be understood and developed in oneself. Patience should be the biggest quality in it. The second should be a caring attitude that you are not completely selfish. You are thinking about yourself. You have to take care of the opposite person. You have to take care of the feelings of the opposite person. If you look at it from another way, what is happening on one side when you defeat someone, you have made an enemy for life, because now he will find an opportunity to defeat you, and today you will not defeat you tomorrow. He will defeat you in any way. So what did you get by defeating someone? A small victory, but a lifelong enemy. On the other hand, if we have made someone our own, if we have lost for some reason on a temporary basis due to some reason, then that defeat is very small in front of what we actually got. What has been found is a friend for life. And if friends are actually friends, not just friends, if friendship is real friendship, then its value cannot be measured in money. Or you can say that it has no value, that is priceless. Look carefully. What happened when you defeat someone? Remember, you feel that you have defeated one, then my only enemy has been made. Oh, you have not made one enemy. All his friends have also become your enemies. So now you have not one enemy. If this man has 1,000 friends, now you have 1,000 enemies. On the other hand, if you have made someone your own or made a friend, do not think that you have made a friend. If this man has 1,000 friends, then you do not have one friend. Now you have 1,000 friends. This can also be said in another way, that whose habit is to win others, then the whole world becomes his friend, and on the other hand, whose habit is to only bring others down and raise himself or win others by defeating himself, his whole world is his enemy. Come, otherwise he will understand tomorrow. The whole world will be against him, and on this side, if someone has this quality, then the whole world will stand by him, and the biggest example in this is where a quotation is coming from. That is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Whether a person is of any religion, of any country, everyone respects him. How is this happening? This means that he has won everyone's heart and made everyone his own. Now you people who are watching me in the video, I will strongly recommend you that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has a biography, which was written by Gulzar Sahib, by the way. I had also recommended in my previous video. But if you have not heard it yet, I strongly recommend you all to go and listen to it. So you will understand Dr. Kalam and his vision and mission better. Wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.